we have with us Professor Idris. He is a seasoned academic and an accomplished teacher with a vast reservoir of knowledge and experience. He teaches polity. He is also a practicing lawyer for the past 17 years. He has a perfect understanding of the challenges and the requisites for the civil services examination. So I would like to ask you a few questions for the benefit of all our students. First, could you explain to us your attachment with Capstone IAS Academy?
Thank you for your wonderful introduction of me. And Capstone Academy, as such, if you see, Capstone IAS Academy, it's a new entrant to the field of UPSC preparation. But my attachment with Capstone Academy goes back more than a decade, I will put it, because I have been attached to the founder, Dr. Santosh Babu. More importantly, if you see, Dr. Santosh Babu, in whichever field, when he was in service, he was there, whichever department he had there, be it the Kadi department, the telecom department, I would say, he made sure that he brought changes to it, positive changes, workable changes. A person who was committed to bringing in change, a progressive change. This he was able to do in every department. And I have been attached to him for very long. And a person unbending commitment towards values, human values. Person who is committed towards the well-being of all sections of people. So if you expect something that ideal civil servant should have, he is one such person who has been like that, and he is molded to be that. He has proved his mettle in the civil service, this one, as a civil servant. So in that way, I have been an admirer of him, being attached to him. So I know him for a long time. And when I heard of he starting this, founding this Capstone IAS Academy, I was overjoyed to be attached to him, actually, his vision. So in that way, I will say that I am more attached to the founder. And so, though Capstone is new in this coaching and training the aspirants, one thing, Dr. Santosh Babu and me, we have a long time attachment. In that way, my attachment also goes back for a decade at least.
Thank you, sir. Sir, could you also describe on how the subject polity would be useful for the UPSC prelims and the main exam?
As a faculty of polity and constitution, and I have to explain that how much this is important. One thing, prelims, GS 100 questions in prelims is there. CSAT, the second paper, is a qualifying paper. That's a different ballgame. But the mains ticket we get by clearing prelims. And prelims, if you see, 100 questions are there. In these 100 questions cuts across various subjects. Invariably, I will say, at least 10% comes from constitution. And here, last year, 2020, 18 questions out of 100 were from this topic. 15 were practically pure constitution, and 3 was history constitution, that pull and push is there. Anyway, if you take it, 15% I will assuredly say last year also came from this topic. That much, if it is there, you can understand its importance when it comes to prelims. That is one. Mains, if you see, so 15 questions you cannot while away, you cannot just leave and you can think about mains. So to get a ticket for mains, you need the subject. One. Mains. The second paper in mains, the topic goes this way: polity, constitution, social justice, governance, international relations. In this, polity and constitution alone constitute, questions alone constitute in that paper every year, along with governance. It constitutes close to 150 to 170 questions. The rest is only international relation and social issues. Some 70, 80 marks come from it. Rest all is from this polity, constitution and governance. From that you can understand one paper, one complete paper is dedicated in mains for this. So prelims, leaving polity, you can't think of mains. Leaving constitution and polity, you cannot think of interview, personality test in UPSC. This way, I make it very clear to you. If we have a dream of becoming a civil servant, let us not even try to forget constitution and polity. That much is important. This subject is important.
Thank you, sir. So, could you also throw light on how polity would be useful for the interview standpoint?
It's a follow-up of the earlier question, madam. Fine one. In fact, if you see any question that comes on today, you say, if we have an interview tomorrow, any interview I will take it. Competitive exam interview, not a marriage interview, that you leave it. Any competitive exam interview, if you take it, normally you can expect questions if something is there. Today you can expect questions on Pegasus. What is Pegasus? What is its implication? Why the parliament is called? 2-3 days. Sedition. What is sedition? Why Supreme Court speaks about it? Where is sedition law? What is the problem with sedition? This simple things that as of now going on, as on date going on. I am talking of this 2021 August. It is going on. If we have an interview tomorrow, these are questions that are bound to be asked. Naturally, it can be asked without quality and reference to laws made by Parliament and Constitution. We can't give an answer. Pegasus, we have to talk about privacy. What is India's stand on privacy? Sedition, we have to talk on IPC, we have to talk on Constitution, fundamental rights. Why Supreme Court says so? What did Law Commission say? All these things are what? Are chance that is expected of us in a personality test, in an interview as such. So we have cleared prelims and mains and we are going to interview, UPSC interview. The interviewer expects this to you. This is even part of a personality that you have read lot much and you have written and you have qualified this much means it is expected of you to answer these in a holistic manner and without reference to constitution, government policies and laws made by the parliament. How can we answer it comprehensively? So that's not possible. So interview, if you see, I think every other sentence in an interview, whatever we are going to speak, will be related to constitution, polity, laws made by parliament and the government policy. So that much is the importance.
Thank you, sir, for your inputs. It would definitely benefit our students knowing the details that you have given us. Sir, could you also explain about the study materials that are required for polity?
Sure, ma'am. Sure. Study material, if you see, there are numerous subjects in civil services. Numerous subjects. Primary subjects, history, geography, economics, polity. These are all primary subjects. Environment. In this, I will say to you, polity is that whereby you can narrow down on the material needed to study. Narrow down on the material needed to study. How, sir? How can we narrow down? What to narrow down? NCERT, I personally would say to you, as a faculty of this subject for more than a decade, I would say 2 NCERTs you read. Indian Constitution at Work, Political Theory, 11th Standard NCERT, Political Science. Those 2 you read thoroughly. Then anyway, generally people get Lakshmikant book. I am not adverse to that book. You can get that book. More importantly, follow the class and the notes given in our academy. In that way, if you see, if you are following the notes given in our academy, in that way, if you are properly moving through, take my word, clearing this exam and getting polity questions correct won't be an issue at all. So these are the notes, that's all. Our notes, what we are giving in class, attend the class running notes, our notes, what we give, Along with it, 1 or 2 books you can get, and Lakshmikant can be a book, not a problem. You can get it as a reference book. Then NCERT, enough.
Thank you, sir. This would definitely help us students. Sir, could you also throw light on sociology as an optional subject, because many want to pursue UPSC and wonder which optional subject to take, and if they know more about sociology, it would really help them, and how it would help the subject as a whole. How does it help in clearing the UPSC examination?
Nice, very nice. So thank you for bringing up, madam, this sociology. As I'm also faculty of sociology in our academy, Capstone Academy. See, sociology, any option. Why an option is selected? We select an option on what basis? We like some subject and we select an option. Never works in UPSC. It never works in UPSC. More important is that whether an option is time saving or not, that you prepare for this option and it should be helpful for your GS. Whether study materials available or not, guidance available or not, and how is it performing in UPSC. These 4 are the criteria. In all these 4 parameters, I can assuredly say, confidently say, with the data you can say, sociology has been performing and has performed. So in that way, if you see, sociology is one subject which can land you in a service, but certainly it cannot be a subject which can pull you down from a service, because sociology generally is what? A scientific study of society, a rational understanding of society. We all live in a society. Whether we like it or not, we will be having a family. We know about marriage. Whether we are married or not, we go to marriage. We know about marriage. We know about relationship. We know about kinship. All this is sociology. Studying in a more scientific way. We know something about that subject already. So, rational perspectives are created, perspective is put in, and these items are read. So simple, as simple as that. So obviously, we are knowing something about the subject already, and consciously we are going to learn that from a rational, reasoned viewpoint. That's the sociology. That way, if you take, sociology is going to be greatly helpful. And it's certainly an option which has landed many professors.
Thank you, sir. So one final question. Sir, can you please let me know on how Capstone Academy and your subject matter expertise would be beneficial for students?
Capstone IAS Academy and the subject matter. This is the first question in our interview. We started with it and now we are coming to it, I suppose. And I would suggest to the madam that this could be the last question too, because this would be a better one to start and end with. Why I am saying is that if you see here, as I have told in the very initial question itself, my attachment with the founder of the academy, Dr. Santosh Babu, and because I personally know about him, a person who looks into the minute details of things, whatever he is involved in. And when he has started this, I believe that personal attention of you would certainly be there when it comes to notes, when it comes to mentorship. More importantly, if you see, most of the mentors there in the academy or this officers who are served officers, not that those officers who have joined just come out in a year or what, that even people are there, academies are there of that nature. I am saying these are people who have proved something. They were making news positively, and it is these people who have come out, and there it shows that there is something that is right from the start they want to change the way things are, and in this preparation groom the aspirants in the very early stage that they are value-based leaders, and these are people, and they have to clear smart preparation, how to make them prepare smartly. All these things is the aspiration with which Capstone Academy has been started. This is what the founder's message would be also, and all those officers who are attached also. So in that way, if you see, Capstone is an ideal destiny. which can transform your dreams into reality, provided your dream is to become civil servant. If your dream is to climb mountain, better you can go and approach any mountaineer who is fit for it. But if you want to become a civil servant, this is your, it may be your first stop, or certainly it should be your last stop, because this will get you into civil services. Okay, and with this, I think the answer would be apt, madam.
Thank you, sir.